Today, we're diving into the world of the NBA to explore some records that seem destined to stand the test of time. These are not your average accomplishments. These are the milestones that have etched themselves into the history of the sport. So, grab your favorite jersey, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right into NBA records that'll never be broken. 23,924 rebounds. Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was like a basketball alien sent from another planet to school us humans on the court. That's how superior he was. Check this out. In his 14-year career, he only failed to grab 1,500 rebounds in 2 seasons, and in one of those, he played just 12 games. Averaging a whopping 22.9 rebounds per game, it's no shocker he racked up a mind-blowing total of 23,924 rebounds. To put it in perspective, the closest active player is Dwight Howard, sitting at 14,627. Wilt's rebounding record seems untouchable, making him the boardmaster of another basketball galaxy. 24.87 rebounds per game, Bill Russell. Guess what? Wilt Chamberlain might not hold the rebounding record after all, as he averaged 24.46 rebounds per game. But wait for it. Bill Russell sneaks ahead with a ridiculous 24.87. To make you go, whoa, the closest runner-up is Wes Unseld, chilling at 14.93 rebounds per game. Among today's ballers, Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the pack with 12.01 rebounds per game. Breaking it down, Bill Russell's record seems untouchable. Like, seriously, who's going to top that? 3,830 blocks. Hakeem Olajuwon. Drafted as the #1 pick in 1984, Hakeem Olajuwon lived up to the hype, becoming one of the greatest centers ever. What set him apart? Blocking skills that were straight-up legendary. Standing at a towering 7 feet, his timing to swat shots was unreal. Olajuwon notched a whopping 3,830 blocks in his career, the most in history. And just to put it out there, Dikembe Mutombo is the runner-up with 3,289. Hakeem's shot-stopping game? Unmatched. 3.5 blocks per game. Mark Eaton. In the vast NBA archives, just 3 ballers stand tall, literally, averaging over 3 blocks per game. Hakeem, Olajuwon, Manute Bol, and Mark Eaton. Picture this. Eaton, the 224-centimeter tall center, spent his whole career rocking the Utah Jazz jersey, clocking in 3,064 blocks with a jaw-dropping average of 3.5 per game. Now that's some serious rim protection. It's the kind of record that feels etched in stone, like, good luck trying to top that. Checking out today's game, Anthony Davis holds the fort among active players with a solid 2.34 blocks per game. But breaking Eaton's block party record? 15,806 assists, John Stockton. Let's talk dimes in the NBA. Chris Paul is no slouch, racking up 10,977 assists, snagging the 3rd spot all time. Jason Kidd holds 2nd place with 12,091. But at the peak of the mountain, waving to everyone below, is John Stockton, a passing maestro with a jaw-dropping 15,806 assists. This Utah Jazz point guard was the Picasso of assists. The dude could probably dish one out blindfolded. Oh, and he had a partner in crime, Karl Malone, making them one lethal combo. When it comes to setting up plays, Stockton's on another level, making him the undisputed assist king in NBA history. 3,265 steals, John Stockton. John Stockton wasn't just about the assists. He had a knack for snatching the ball, too. Picture this, 5 back-to-back seasons with 200 steals and a whopping 13 seasons in a row with over 100 steals. Talk about sticky fingers. Stockton wrapped up his career as the sole player in NBA history to dish out 3,000 assists, a stat that's still making waves today. Now, check this out. The steal king of today's game is Chris Paul, sitting pretty with 2,453 thefts. Seems like Stockton's records are like Fort Knox, solid, and probably never going to be cracked. 3,117 three-point field goals. Stephen Curry. Let's talk long bombs in the NBA, and nobody does it quite like Stephen Curry. Right now, he's got 3,117 three-pointers under his belt. And mark my words, he's not done. predicting he'll finish his career with around 3,500 triples, which sounds like a number from another planet. Now, James Harden, 2,593, and Damian Lillard, 2,143, are no slouches, but catching up to Curry? That's like chasing a Ferrari on a tricycle. Sure, they might hit the 3,000 mark, but breaking Curry's record? Nah, that's a tall order. Steph's three-point legacy seems destined to be untouchable, leaving others to admire from a distance. 142.60. Value over replacement player, LeBron James. LeBron James is like the Energizer Bunny of the NBA. He just keeps going, and it's not just about clocking in minutes. The real jaw-dropper is his insane consistency over 19 seasons. Dude's 37 and still dropping 30.3 points per game. Yeah, you read that right, 30.3. That's not just basketball, that's art. Now, let's talk numbers. LeBron's got a VORP of 142.6, and the only one even close is Michael Jordan with 116.05. Among today's ballers, Chris Paul is leading the pack with a solid 93.68 VORP. It's like LeBron's playing a different game, and others are just trying to keep up. 7,631 playoff points. LeBron James. LeBron James isn't just making waves in the regular season. He's dropping playoff bombs too, and we're talking about a record that seems to have set up camp on Mount Everest. Brace yourself. 7,361 points in the postseason. Yeah, it's like trying to reach the moon on a pogo stick. LeBron's been to the playoff dance 15 times, played in 266 games, and usually leaves with a W. Michael Jordan's in the rearview with 5,987 points. And among today's ballers, Kevin Durant's the closest with 4,559. Breaking LeBron's playoff scoring record? You might as well try catching a shooting star. 30.1 points per game. Michael Jordan. Let's talk buckets, and when you do, Michael Jordan's name pops up like a neon sign. This guy wasn't just a scoring champ, he practically owned the title, bagging it 10 times. A record that's etched in the basketball history books. Picture this, 7 straight seasons leading the league in points per game, a scoring spree that only took a break when he decided to try his hand at baseball. But wait, there's more. When he laced up those iconic Jordans again, he snagged 3 more scoring titles like it was a walk in the park. MJ was a scoring maestro, dropping an average of 30.1 points per game, a number that feels like it's been engraved in granite. Kevin Durant's the current hotshot with a 27.18 average, but catching up to Air Jordan? That's like trying to outdance the king himself. Oscar Robertson's triple-double season average. Moving on, we have the triple-double king, Oscar Robertson. In the 1961-62 season, Robertson achieved the seemingly impossible by averaging a triple-double, a feat that has become increasingly rare even in today's fast-paced NBA. The combination of scoring, rebounding, and playmaking at such a high level for an entire season makes this record an insurmountable challenge for contemporary players. In the exhilarating world of basketball, certain records stand tall like monuments, seemingly impervious to the passage of time. We've delved into the NBA history books, exploring feats that defy the odds and players who etched their names in the annals of greatness. From Wilt Chamberlain's mind-boggling 100-point game to Bill Russell's unmatched 11 NBA championships, the league's tapestry is woven with records that appear destined to withstand the test of generations. Hakeem Olajuwon's quadruple-double and Oscar Robertson's triple-double season average showcase a level of versatility and consistency that modern players find elusive. Michael Jordan's 10 scoring titles and John Stockton's assist and steal records reflect a dominance that seems like a relic from another era. As we marvel at the three-point prowess of Stephen Curry and the playoff scoring wizardry of LeBron James, it becomes clear that these records are not just numbers but a testament to the extraordinary skills and enduring legacies of the players who set them. In the fast-paced, ever-evolving landscape of the NBA, these records loom as monuments of achievement, daring future players to dream big and reach for the stars. While new stars emerge and the game transforms, these records remain standing as a tribute to the legends who shaped the history of basketball. As we wrap up this journey through the unbreakable records of the NBA, we invite you, our fantastic audience, to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share your thoughts on these records. Which ones do you think will stand the test of time? And do you see any current players challenging these milestones? Your engagement fuels our passion for bringing you more basketball content. Until next time, keep the love for the game alive.